Welcome back to the DIY series, How to Build a Food Truck with Frank Baltieres, and we're wrapping up the ceiling and we're going to be installing the lights today. We got 4 LED lights that we're installing right here. This is a driver, they call it an LED driver, and I picked these on purpose because whoever buys this food truck can switch the colors if they like the soft white being 2700, or if they like daylight, which is 5000, which is my favorite color. They're able to switch it out and they don't have to change the light fixtures. So give them the option to do that. This is a 7x16 trailer that we're going to end up building, selling, and it's all going to be to the specs of being DuPage Health Department here in the state of Illinois, which is pretty, I wouldn't say standard, but it does have a pretty strict requirement when it comes to your food truck. So that can be pretty versatile across the nation, but you always want to make sure that you check with your health department and that you're building, if you're going to do it yourself, make sure that you're building it to the specs that they want. That way you're not working twice and you don't kind of waste your time, right, quote unquote, and you're able to build it, inspect it, get it approved, and then you're running your business. But if you are looking for a food truck, the 7x16 food truck, this one will be for sale around October. I did pick these LED lights. That was the driver that comes with them, and these are the LED slim lights that we're gonna put right here. I like those because they don't consume a lot of electricity, and you're able to get a nice bright light, and your electricity running on the generator is not a lot. So that's pretty cool. So just to recap, we put the installation, if you guys can see right there, the little Pink Panther installation, we put that in on the ceiling. No installation on the walls. On my food truck being Rolling Burritos, we don't have any installation on the walls, and so far everything's been good. We have had no issues. Put a couple fans in here and you're ready to rock and roll, and that's what we're going to do here. We're going to install the walls. There's going to be stainless steel. This is the generator cord right there. All this is going to be a non-porous material, being stainless steel. As the same thing with the ceilings. It's this FRP board. It actually looks really nice. On my truck I put stainless steel, but these little transition pieces right here, these little trim pieces, man, it makes a difference on how it looks. It almost makes me want to keep this one and sell mine, but mine's the original. I guess we're gonna keep that one and ride with it and use it till the wheels fall off, literally. So, but it's a pretty cool concept. A lot of things are going mobile. The restaurant industry has been pretty hit hard with a lot of shutdowns this year being 2020. So we're gonna put this up for sale and see who wants to buy it. And that's pretty much it. That's the recap of what we've done so far. This is Frank Baltieres with the DIY series, How to Build Your Food Truck, finishing up the ceiling. Here's a little bit of explanation on the electrical side, how we connect these LED drivers for the LED lights. So the neutral typically always comes in the white color, so those are going to get connected to the white. Right here on this cable right here, we have a red cable that we're not using. That would be a extra, maybe like an extra circuit. But on the other one that's coming from the other side of the wall, right there, that little Romex is coming up here, that gets connected to the light. That's going to be your switch leg, because from here we're going to connect the 2 red wires together, red, and that's going to get fed to that where the switch will be. So then when you flick the switch, there's going to have a power, which is the black wire, and that sends the signal to here, which sends the signal to here, which connects the red cable. That's kind of how electricity works. Just kind of, hopefully that explains what it is. And then we wire nutted, where there's a wire nut, the black wires together, or it could be any color. Ooh, there's a little bee right there, look at that. So that's going to be your constant power. That's going to go from your panel, which is that cable, to here. That's going to be your power cable, which runs to right there, because we're going to have 4 outlets right here, and that's the same black wire or colored wire. It's going to go right over there. So hopefully that explains the electrical. If you guys have any questions, make sure you do drop them in the comments. We've been doing electrical work Oh my gosh, for about 19 years now, a long time. So for me, it's pretty self-explanatory, but someone that hasn't done it before, it can be a little overwhelming when it comes to electrical. So I want to make sure that I cover everything that you guys need to know and make it easier for all. So with that, that's kind of how that goes on the wiring for the electrical for the LED drivers.